So big game news. If you were excited about Halo for launch, don't be, because that's not coming out. So basically 343 Industry today came out and announced that they're gonna have to push Halo back to make sure it's, you know what, actually let me read y'all the statement. So it says, today I want to share an important Halo Infinite development update with the community. We have made the difficult decision to shift our release to 2021 to ensure the team has adequate time to deliver a Halo game experience that meets our vision. So you don't have to hear all of it. Basically, all you really needed to hear was that first part to know basically they're not going to ship it. So the question is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? I can't really say, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I know people are going to be disappointed because honestly right now I don't think they have much for launch other than like Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Like when I was looking at the list, I can't even remember all the ones that were listed, but it said like Fortnite. It's like, man, no one considers Fortnite a launch title. It's free on fucking everything. But yeah, there's not many launch titles. And I feel if you're one of those people that was like a big console wars person, I know this probably hurts. If you were trying to weigh the options between which one you should buy the holiday season, at this point, especially now with Halo being pushed, there's no real rush to get a Series X unless that is just you're genuinely a fan of Xbox and you just want to have it. That I can completely understand, because there are some people that's the main system you play on, that may be the main system you watch your movies and Netflix and stuff on, so you just like to keep it up to date, which is totally understandable. Or there's some people, it doesn't matter what is coming out, they want to get their stuff on launch day. Totally understandable. For me, I've been trying to decide whether I wanted to get both or whether I wanted to just get one. Honestly, at this point, I'm probably just going to get the PS5 and I'll wait for the Xbox until there's really something I want to play on, honestly, because part of me is planning on building a PC also. So I'm just kind of like, if I end up building the PC before I get the Series X, then, you know, so be it. Yeah, I'll probably go with the PS5 just because, well, honestly, if it's kind of my preference. That's the one I use most for Netflix and everything. It's not purely just games, because even at launch, I don't know, other than Spider-Man Morales, that's probably going to be dope, but that's still kind of built off the old Spider-Man, you know? But I don't know if PlayStation's going to have a bunch of launch titles anyway. I think anytime you skip into a new generation, there are a limited amount of launch titles, and sometimes they're not that great until they can build up more, you know? So at max, you're probably normally looking at like 3 to 4 good games at launch if you're lucky. Right now, I couldn't even tell you what PlayStations are other than Miles Morales. There's probably more, but I really don't know. Honestly, for someone like me who, like, I am a fan of Halo, I'm thinking it's a good idea that they pushed it back. Because, I mean, I know at the little Games Expo thing they did, the online game showcase, bro, it looked booty cheeks. I'm not gonna lie. I know there's a lot of factors there, from, you know, it couldn't be presented in 4K to a lot of different things. Everything was, you know, downscaled for streaming, all that, but it didn't look like a flagship game to me. Of all the games that looked like they were going to be good there, or were going to look good, I figured if they had one thing right and one thing really looking good, it was going to be Halo. And it wasn't, bro. I don't know what was going on. I will say that the trailer, the one I have shown here in the background, that trailer was gorgeous. That was a beautiful trailer. But I think it was almost kind of worse, because then it went into the gameplay and the gameplay didn't look right. It looked like a drastic difference. And that system is going to be so powerful that I honestly, when it comes out, it's probably going to look beautiful, especially now with all the backlash they've gotten. Like, oh, I'm pretty sure they're gonna make sure they get that right, you know, even though honestly I don't think it would have looked bad anyway, because they were saying that was like a version from like early January. Like, why you would present that version of it, I don't know. Maybe that was just the most complete one they had right now, who knows. But I personally am kind of happy they pushed it back, you know, so at least I'll know it's right. Like, you don't want to feel like they rushed it just because like Xbox is like, we need this to be our launch thing. Because I genuinely don't even feel like Xbox is even trying to sell consoles at this point. Like, don't get me wrong, the Series X is an amazing little console just from the specs we've seen, but I feel like they're really pushing Game Pass. We saw that a lot in their presentation, and it seems like that's going to be the next phase for them going forward. I think they're trying to step out of the whole console wars race, you know? I mean, I can't knock them on it, and Game Pass does seem like a very good idea. I'm curious to see how well everything will go with the full launch and everything later on this year. I feel like some people, the only people you may have lost are people like me, and even me you haven't lost. I'll probably still end up playing Halo or getting the system to play Halo at some point. You may have just lost those people temporarily until it comes out, but I think a lot of your people that are true hardcore Xbox fans are going to get the console regardless of if that's with it or not. They're going to want theirs day one, you know, so I don't think you've lost anything there. You've lost people who are really just buying it for Halo. That's basically what you've lost. Because I think for a lot of people, for people who aren't hardcore already set on a system, all of this is probably going to come down to price. And I think that's why both companies are playing that so super close to the vest. So we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, it was just a real quick update. I just saw that, wanted to get my quick thoughts on it. Let me know what you think. Thanks for coming to the channel. I'll catch y'all later. I guess that works.